So I just listened to the entire 11 minutes of the new Eminem freestyle. And I'm not uploading my reaction to it because I didn't have much of a reaction to it. Like visually, like my facial expressions. Like I laughed a few times. But I wasn't, it's not a beat, it's not nothing, it's just a freestyle. And so I took creative discretion and said I'm just not gonna upload my reaction because really no, there's nothing entertaining about how I was reacting to it. Um, but I did want to speak about it. And this is interesting timing that he put this out, especially after people going crazy over that Jay-Z verse. Now, just some backstory on me. Eminem was definitely a huge part of me growing up. Like the Marshall Mathers LP, I know every word of that joint. You know, never listened to Jay-Z growing up, except for the radio stuff. I knew the radio stuff, but Eminem's verse on Renegade, Eminem, right? Seeing what's transpired this last year, 2 years with M, and get this out the way. Nobody in their right mind is not saying M don't got skill, or he's not even the most elite when it comes to putting syllable rhymes and metaphorical bars together. But I think it's so interesting how Jay-Z's verse came out yesterday or this morning and M dropped this freestyle. And the reason I didn't have much of a reaction to it is because even at the highest level of rapping, what did Eminem say in that entire thing? Right? I'm sure we can go back and I'll read the lyrics and I'll look through the lyrics. I might do a video on that where I'm just reading the lyrics line by line. So whoever transcribes that, somebody should buy you a Chipotle burrito or something, because I'm not sitting there transcribing that whole freestyle. But kudos to you if you upload on Rap Genius. Shout out to Rob Markman. But what did he say? Right? And if he says something, it has to be decoded. He said a lot. He had some bar. He had a lot of bars in there. I thought it was dope at the end where he sat down like, it's every day to me. This is easy. But now that I'm older, like, I appreciate the ability to do that. But now it's like, what are you saying? And so I know he tried to say something on the album before he dropped Kamikaze. But then your voice ain't right. You screaming on a mic. So I just think Eminem put himself in a tough position. Like, his core fan base is going to mess with Eminem no matter what. I feel like I'm a part of that, but I just don't mess with the new music, or the new voice. Or I guess M's always had the voice, so that's why I'll be looking at myself like, man, maybe I was just the youth, right? Because you remember what you was into when you was young, right? And you see how the new wave of music is going on with the younger kids, right? The young kids run the music, popular music. And so I'm like, maybe I was so into Eminem because I was part of that younger generation. I mean, he has skills. He was one of the dopest at the time, if not the dopest. But see, I'm thinking through this now. This is a long conversation to have, and I don't want to just be sitting here talking. I feel like if I had this conversation, it would be better for you guys if I was talking to somebody else about it, debating. But he did have some stuff. He was dealing with his mental health. He was dealing with his traumas, you know. So he had all that in his music. He might have said some wild stuff, right, about smashing his moms and all that. I don't know about all that, but stuff. It was one of the best ever, but he's not really saying a lot. Compared this freestyle compared to Jay-Z's verse, like it's like, how did you guys even look at Eminem as better than Jay, right? And this is coming from somebody who grew up Eminem stan, you know what I'm saying? But some of y'all probably looking at this like, how you have that reaction after him slaughtering 11 minutes? I've heard him do it time and time again. I know he's capable of that. But that Jay-Z verse had a real effect on me, man. And the fact that they came out in the same 24 hours. My hair looking crazy right now too, huh? Whew. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Bomb Squad. Let me know what you think, man. This is a deeper conversation. I could talk to this phone for 3 hours about this topic. End of the day, Eminem is one of the best to ever do it with a pen. Hands down. But I guess the biggest thing I forgot to say that I was feeling watching the whole thing is I'm watching it like he didn't have to, like, as a creative, you do whatever you want to do, right? So I'm not saying don't put what you want to put out. Like, that, who am I to say that, right? As a creative, do what you want to do. But how it came off, like he's just rapping. I understand he's at the shelter where it all started. He got his right-hand man, Royce the 5'9", right there next to him, hyping him up. That's what best friends are for, you know? But I feel like he did that because he still feels like cats aren't respecting his ability to do unbelievable rhyme patterns and schemes and multi-syllable rhyme acrobatics, like rhyming every sentence. Like that's next level, right? Like nobody's touching him on that, but I feel like he's trying to prove that he can do it. It's like, you don't gotta prove nothing, bro. You proved everything with Kill Shot, you know? But that is what the internet is doing to new artists, especially somebody like M, right? It's like M is, like he said in that Sway interview, he be getting lost in the rabbit hole of YouTube. Well, if you're on YouTube and you reading through comments, I'm sorry to say, majority of the comments that are hating are not the real world. That's not the real world, right? Because the real world is buying tickets to Eminem shows and selling out his arenas. But when you get lost in the world of looking at social media, you get lost at looking at comments, tweets, Instagram comments, and all you're seeing is all these people that don't got anything better to do with their time. Like, I never comment on nothing. I'm talking about me personally. I never comment on anything unless it invokes some laughter or I'm like, damn, I felt that. I never comment on nothing, but I spend hella time on social media and YouTube, you know? So I think that's most people that consume content, is that we don't respond, we don't comment. So most of the people commenting negative comments are people that obviously don't got nothing better to do, because why would you spend your time just hating? Like, what does that do? You know what I mean? But this video is too long for me not reacting to anything, but I guess it's more of a review. In the comments, if you got this far, you a real one. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think about M's status. I know I'm gonna get a lot of people that say he's the GOAT, like greatest. It's fine. It's all opinions. You know, that's why this is dope. Dope platforms that have these conversations. But let me know what you thought of that freestyle. Let me know what you thought about that Jay-Z verse. And then let me know what you think about Drake not ever really touching on topics like the J verse, like consistently. Maybe he'll do that in his older time. Who knows? He might retire by 35, like he said. But, you know, it's like, how many times can you talk about a relationship, pimp? Let me hear some life lessons you done learned since you got in the game. Because I know it's try to play you. Drake. So anyways, yeah, let me know. Let me know. Soft fuego, because it's soft fuego.